Everyone, welcome to our Book Summary 101 series where we dive into personal growth and development. In today's video, what we're going to do is explore the concept of a thing called atomic habits. I'm not sure you've heard of it before. Atomic habits, what it basically means, it is a small habit, a small thing that is done consistently, right, throughout a set period of time, right? So let's get started, right? So let's say you want to improve yourself, right? You're in a bad situation, you're not doing really well for yourself, you're not making tons of money out there, but you're not even making, a couple of extra income, right? Not to be very offensive, but you don't have that great aesthetic look on your body right now. And let's say you're very deficient in all areas of life, yeah? In order to get better in these, we need habits, right? And in order for us to make those habits is what we're going to discuss in this video, right? Now, think of it to yourself, right? If we were to get 1% better every day for a year, how many times will we get better? So meaning a year from now, how many times would you be better than you were before? Take a guess. Because the actual number is actually going to shock you. It's 37. 37 times better. So a year from now, if you keep bettering yourself 1% better, then you're going to be 37 times better, right? Which is honestly, that's a huge impact. I mean, think to yourself, right? If you are making, let's say, $1,000 a month, right? $1,000, £1,000, euro, whatever, right? Then you're going to be able to, let's say a year from now, if you keep getting that 1% better, going to, going to certain rich people, right, certain millionaires, right, talking to them, having a dinner with them, right, you keep doing that, you keep studying how to get richer, right, by said books, by, not said books, some books that are about finance, etc., right, you're going to be making, let's say, 37,000 a month a year from now, yeah? That's what we're talking, right? In terms of mathematically speaking, right? So why am I talking about atomic habits? What's the significance of atomic habits? Well, atomic habits, they're very powerful because what they operate upon the principle of compounding. What does the principle of compounding mean? What it basically means is that, have you heard of doubling before? Where you make $1,000 a year. I know that's very small, but let's take that into consideration. $1,000, right? The next year you make $2,000, and the next year you make 4,000, and the next year you make 8,000, and etc. Right? That's how much you make. Yeah. What this doubling is called, the doubling of numbers. It's compounding, right? From 1 to 2 to 4 to 8, etc. Right? That's what you call compounding, right? Just like a small tree, just like a small seed, when planted in the soil and being nurtured properly, turns into a mighty tree. Consistent small actions, they are able to potentially have a tremendous impact upon our lives. They help us shape who we are and make us overcome certain obstacles, right? So there are certain principles of an atomic habit that makes a habit be done consistent, right? Number one is the trigger, is the cue. The cue is basically the trigger that initiates the reaction. So if I feel thirsty, that's the cue. The second is the craving. Craving is the desire to do something, right? So I feel thirsty, I want to drink that water. The part that I want to drink water is what's called the craving, right? The response is actually you drinking the water is actually the response, is what you do in that habit, yeah? The actual habit or actually being done, right? The reward is basically I feel good. Like, I want to drink this every single day. I want to drink this when I feel thirsty, when the cue's activated, yeah? It's the positive reinforcement or satisfaction that you mean when you do that certain habit, right? It's applicable to all sorts of good habits that you can think of. Reading, journaling, go to the gym, talking to people, right? Enjoying yourself. That is what you call, right? Those 4 principles of thingy, not thingy, of an atomic habit, right? So what are strategies that we can use? Because this is the part that you wanted to be listening to. I think that's the part where you skipped to. So what are strategies that you can implement in order to, build an atomic habit? Well, number 1, track your progress, right? So your progress that you made, right? Track it down, track it on a journal, have a tick list, or on your phone, yeah, if you have enough storage, that is. Just tick it down, right? Write it down. I've done this. I've curled, let's say, 3 kilos of, dumbbells. Let's say that you deadlift 10 kilos. 10 kilos is what? 10 kilos is, I think, 22 pounds. You deadlift 22 pounds. Yeah? Etc. Right? You get what I mean? Okay. A second one is create triggers. So use visual cues or reminders to prompt you to do that certain action. So for me, it's this, right? Well, not most of the time. Well, most of the time what it is basically just reaction. Not reaction. What gets me to do that thing? I actually don't know really. No, but what I would recommend is put up posters, right? And look at them at least once a day, right? For me, I've written down a timetable, right? I've written down, okay, at this certain time I have to go to the gym today, yeah? Today, I cannot be late a single minute, all right? I have to go there, right? And I have to do the workout. That's me, yeah? So I've written myself a schedule, right? But for you, it might be posters. For you, it might be the whiteboard, and you just write down whatever goals you need. For you, it might be, the background on your phone or your laptop, etc., right? Set up visual cues, right? Reminders that tell you, okay, you need to do this certain thing on that time of day, right? Oh, and the final strategy is, in order to make a good habit, in order to implement, and not only implement, but to also efficiently use and implement and utilize this good habit that you're doing, right? It needs to go through the 4 stages, right? Those 4 stages, in order to make a good habit, is what the author of Atomic Habits, James Clear, discusses, in which there are 4 key stages, right? Number 1, make it obvious. Number 2, make it attractive. Number 3, make it easy. And number 4, make it satisfying, right? Number 1, make it obvious. So like I said before, posters, whiteboard, etc., right? That's you making it obvious. Number 2, make it attractive. Set an identity, right? That's what James Clear talks about in his book Atomic Habits. He talks about identity, right? If you go to the gym and you think of yourself as a very unattractive person, guess what? You're not going to be hitting that many goals, right? For example, but if you identify yourself as, I'm an athlete, I'm a person who lifts heavy dumbbells, right? I'm a person who is strong, who's disciplined, strong-willed. Those type of characteristics, yeah. Those particular type of characteristics, those are the ones that are going to fuel your drive, right? So, make it obvious, make it attractive. Number 3, make it easy, right? Start off light, okay? Go to the gym 30 minutes a day, or even 15 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, going on the treadmill, doing push-ups, and even if they're the push-ups you do on your knees, yeah? Even those ones you do, right? Or you could do, let's say, start off with a bar, right? Don't put on any weights, even though they're small. Start off with the bar, set it out a correct form, or book an appointment, book a class with a personal trainer, right? Just a random person. Say, hey, look, I want you to teach me the proper form of said exercise, right? That's what you do on your first day at the gym, right? Because I haven't done it. Right? I've just lifted random weights because I saw YouTube videos. That's me, right? But you probably even don't need a personal trainer, to be very honest with you. You just watch YouTube videos. Okay, that's the correct form. Okay, you don't bend in. You just put your arms straight and you do this. I'm not sure if you can see. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh wait, that's not perfect. Anyway, but you get what I mean, yeah? It's your correct form, right? That's what you learn on the first day, right? You start off, yeah, easy. You start off light. When you're learning about maths in, let's say, the first year of secondary school, first year of high school, right? You don't automatically learn about algebra, or at least complicated stuff of algebra. You don't automatically learn the 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 most difficult topics in year 11, right? All all that you focus on is the light stuff, the basics, the foundation, right? A building like your house or a building at your office, it cannot stay structured. It cannot stay stable if it does not have a foundation. If you went to these, if you went to areas where they were building a house, for example, right? What they will do is they will dig a hole. Why would they dig a hole? They're building something that is above ground level. Why are they building, why are they digging? Why are they digging? They're setting a foundation, right? They're setting a foundation so that the house or the building will not collapse, right? That's what basically making a habit easy, right? That's what making a habit means, right? What Sorry. That's what it means to make it easy, right? To make a habit easy, right? And number four, make it satisfying, right? So what I mean by that is reward yourself, but don't reward yourself like, let's say, by doing the bad stuff, right? When I mean by reward, I mean motivate yourself, right? So what you're gonna do is take a journal, right? Write down whatever you've done at the gym, whatever you've learned from online, whatever you've done that's good, record it, right? You can miss some days because we're humans. We obviously miss some days, yeah, but you're still going to be able to record what you've done on your journal or on your phone, right? And that basically wraps up for this video. If you like it, then I would appreciate if you comment, like, subscribe, do all the good, things that YouTuber says, And if you want me to go over any of the books that you want me to go over for example, I got The Power of Now by, I don't know what the author is, and Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. If you want me to go over those, then comment down below and I'll, God willing, be able to do these in the future. Yeah. Until next time, implement those rules and I'll see you next time.